shoestrings.
Oatmeal. Post office.
Porcupines.
Macaroni and cheese. All right, this is an orchestrated rant, as I mentioned, so when I'm pointing at them, they will rant, and when I'm not, they will stop. So let's just do a little warm-up with some gibberish, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Here we go.
I hate shoestrings, and I'll tell you exactly why. My entire family is made up of a bunch of naggers. My mom, my aunt, my grandma, they all nag. So when I left the house and my shoestrings weren't tied, all they did was follow me around and whine and bitch that my shoestrings were untied. I was going to fall and break my ass.
I love oatmeal. Oatmeal is heart healthy. That's one of the reasons that I just adore it. I love to carry it around in one of those little cups that has the little thing that steam can come out of it. It's just my favorite.
I am not a fan of the post office. I don't like getting mail either, for that matter. In fact, I wish they would not deliver it every day. Do I really need mail every day? Could we reduce it to once a week, perhaps?
As a zookeeper, the one thing I hate doing is feeding and grooming the porcupines. Because, you know, when you get in there in the cage and they get their little quills up, it's really just quite scary. And you never know when they're going to, like, shoot one of those things at you. And then next thing you know is you have a porcupine quill stuck in your butt. And then you have to, you know, get it out very gently because those things have barbs. Anyway, I have to feed the porcupines.
Let me tell you something. As an Italian-American, Marco Polo did not anticipate the elbow macaroni. When he brought pasta back from the Far East, he wanted us to eat pasta the way it's intended, with a fork. When you spin it around on it, you get a little meatball at the end, and you shove that thing in your mouth. You can't do that with macaroni, can you, huh? No matter how much cheese you put on that thing, you cannot get it to twist even a single torque.
I love to put oatmeal in my macaroni and cheese. And stick a fork in it and wrap it around a meatball and just shove it in my mouth. It's great. I even take it to the post office and eat it there.
The truth is, I have a very private life, and I don't like the postal worker leaving mail on my front porch, because then I have to go get it. The boxes, the mail, collect on delivery. Don't get me started.
Let's face it, your shoelaces are going to come untied at some point, so you got two choices. Either you run the risk of tripping over them, or you double knot them. If you double knot them, what happens at the end of the day? You pretty much have to get those down like a fish hook, or maybe a porcupine quill or something, to take the damn thing free. But those are your only freaking choices, or you're just keeping your feet on, or your shoes on all damn night.
So the other day, this kid comes into the zoo and he has an untied shoelace, and I'm like, kid, tie your shoelace. And he's like, I don't know how. I'm like, well, you cannot come into the porcupine display with an untied shoelace. It is against the rules. Well, he just went on in anyway, and what do you know? He falls over, he lands on Thornton the Third, our biggest porcupine, and he's got porcupine quills stuck in his face and his eyeballs and everywhere, and there was blood. And I am telling you, porcupines are so dangerous, it's making me not want to.
So Giovanni comes in down to work. You know, we work at a post office the last 25 years. You've been my best friend for about 15 of those 25 years, you know. And he's sitting there and he's got a brick of frickin' macaroni and cheese. And he's looking me in the face and he's like, oh, this is really good. And I'm, Giovanni, your name's Giovanni, what the hell are you eating? And he's looking at me and he says, Tony, the amount of fat in this macaroni and cheese gets me through an entire day. I don't gotta eat another thing. I don't care where it gets you through. I need garlic. I need sauce. I need a little bit of sausage. Maybe some Provel cheese singing. You know, if I'm feeling a little cheeky that week, I'm gonna put some Provel on it. So,
let's face it, the only thing you're going to find shoelaces on are sneakers. Sneakers are for running. Look at my fat ass. I ain't been on a treadmill in 6 months.
And that's why I don't want to be a zookeeper anymore. I'm thinking about going to the post office maybe, or maybe I'll go work at a nice Italian restaurant. I'm not even sure, but somewhere where there are no porcupines and no quills and no blood and no little boys with untied shoelaces.
Porcupines love oatmeal. They especially love it when it has some macaroni mixed in with it. And some blood from a small child.
The only thing I ever got through the mail that I actually really enjoyed was one day my grandma sent me a porcupine documentary and a pair of new shoestrings. Now, all my shoes are Velcro, but still, it's the thought that counts. And I don't have a VCR, I have a DVD player, so I couldn't watch it, but still, I enjoyed opening the package while I ate my oatmeal and macaroni and cheese.
So I get him in a headlock, and I take him down to his shoes, and I have him eating his shoestrings. I'm like, that's closer to pasta than what you were putting in your face there, okay, buddy? You need to slurp that down right now. You suck it in, you eat it like a real noodle. You slurp that noodle straight up in your mouth. You take it all the way out of the shoe, and you slurp it down your throat. And you keep eating, and then we're going to take the macaroni and cheese, we're going to put it in the trash. We're going to ball it up, we're going to throw it away, we're going to set fire to that trash can. If you ain't bringing macaroni and cheese into this place ever again, I don't want to hear it.
Stay away from porcupines.